So, Coach, what happened at Kathleen High School this year was an absolute miracle. And in fact, it's been something that we as a staff and you and I together have been praying for, that God would do something at Kathleen this year. So, Coach, tell me what it felt like when you saw a group of volunteers from the local church step foot on Kathleen's campus.
I mean, just felt great knowing that there would be a good, consistent group. Not just one or two here and there, but a good consistent group that came alongside and just seeing opportunity. You know, that was one of the greatest things, this opportunity.
Right, and of course, just as they stepped foot on campus, it was pretty amazing. We decided together that we were going to relaunch Kathleen's campus because Kathleen was a target school for us this year. That God, if you could send a church, we can help transform that campus. And that's exactly what happened. And so we had a soft launch. We had 40 students show up to our general huddle. And then 40 turned into 125. 125, it turned into 225. 225, 285. And then the week prior to COVID-19 shutting everything down, we had 336 students at Kathleen High School attend our general huddle. And that's just a picture of your faithfulness on campus. And Coach, obviously, you know, the Bible says, dear brothers and sisters, be strong and immovable, work enthusiastically for the Lord, for you know that nothing you do for the Lord is ever useless. And while we know that in West Central Florida's FCA, there's story after story of life transformation and hope being found, there is one that kind of happens to just stand out to us that took place over at Kathleen High School. And that student's name is AJ. And AJ's story is unique because as you stepped out of Kathleen and now here at Bartow High School, somebody had to take your place as the huddle sponsor. And Josh said, I'd be willing to do it. And so we're excited about what's going to happen. But Josh, in his class, he would come in during the morning and there'd be some things that are written on the board. And Coach, you know, those are the kind of things that we're not going to repeat on camera. And it just kind of kept happening and kept happening. And he'd have a talk with this student, and then one morning, Josh actually came in after FCA the following day. And here's what it said on the whiteboard. It was a cross, and it said, I found Jesus, and so can you. And Josh recognized the handwriting. He pulls AJ aside, and he says, is that you who wrote that? And AJ said, that was me who wrote that. He said, what happened? He said, I went to FCA. And a young man by the name of Casey McGinnis shared the gospel of Jesus, and my life has been forever changed. What's amazing about that story is that AJ and Casey, they began to connect. And then Casey connected AJ to the local church. And several months later, I get on the phone with Casey, and I said, how's AJ doing? And here's what he said. He said, man, he was in church last week. He's doing amazing.
Right.
And so, Coach, that's what you and I get to experience as we serve alongside FCA. But I really don't believe any of this would have been possible without you. And so this year, for the first time ever, Coach, we did carve out and created a brand new award. And we thought it would be fitting that Coach Anthony Troutmen would be the first ever award recipient for FCA's Volunteer of the Decade. Now, Coach, we got some people here that want to help you receive this award today, man. Come on. Come on. Come on in.
I'll get tight on you. Stay light.
Why don't you give some people a hug, man?
I don't put a fast one over you.
Y'all help me do this. Help me show appreciation for the first and right now the only volunteer of the decade, Coach Anthony Troutmen.
Set me up for the banana in the tailpipe. I appreciate it. What can I say? But thank you. Thank you everybody for coming.
You know you can do it right.
Wasn't expecting nothing like this, but
Coach, it's all right, because you know what? You're a steadfast servant. That's what God calls us to be. All those early morning, 6 o'clock, 6:30 meetings you have with those kids at Kathleen, eternity's going to be affected by that. And we thank you for it, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Love you, man. Love you, man.
Love you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah.